Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's F5 division, coming to you around France for round number 8 of the season. We are getting into the stride of the season. Still a heck of a long way to go, though. Still, what's the math? 15 races after this one. There's still a long way to go. But we're already developing our stories in our divisions, and this is another story developing very, very nicely. It's a very open division, always entertaining, and should be a fun one. A 19 car grid. Shame it's not 20, but 19 is more than perfectly fine for France. And it's a lovely little track, this, around the Castellet, and we'll talk more about the track later on. For those recognising my voice, it's RSF1 Hunt here. I normally do Mondays, but I had to have a day off yesterday. A lot of stuff happened, etc, etc. I won't go into it, but I had a break off, and Tomo gave me the break off. It's fine, but the deal was do today. I'm more than happy with that, so yay. I also, though, in the comms box with me, I am got the privilege to welcome back a legend, that is, to do with RSF1. He's come back recently. He's also come back to the comms box. Only as of yesterday, I think. Was it today? I can't remember. Anyway, he's the legend that is RSF1 Shane.
Yeah, it's good to be in the comms box. It's been a while, so if I make any mistakes, tough shit.
That's the Shane we know and love.
So I'm just trying to have a look who we've got first.
Yeah, so how's the comms seat feel, Shane? Is
good,
it right?
man. It's been ages since I've been in the comms box, and I'm not racing, so I thought I'd go in the comms box for a change.
I'm glad. Go on.
I watched the R2 stream last night. I quite enjoyed it, so I said to Tommy, if you struggle, let me know and I'll jump in. And within a day, here I am.
Right, yes, good to hear from you again. France, Shane, obviously, as I said, round 8 of the season, we're starting to get into the tasty kind of tracks, in my opinion, really. You've got Austria coming up, you've got Silverstone, but if we start with here, I would say it's a racing track, if you get my meaning about the word racing when I use that term.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday the battle yesterday was brilliant. There's a couple of little incidents, but nothing major, I don't think. Shown by the fact that only 2 clips were sent in, so, and there was some great battles. I think the front 3 battled for the entirety of the first stint, which was good to watch.
Yolki sets the first time of the session in the Mercedes, lovely Mercedes that I drive for. There's only one, though. Oh, I've only noticed that there's only one Mercedes. In Evade, though, it sets the 31.3 as well to go slightly behind. Skull Sniper on the mediums, interestingly. This is an odd call. I know you haven't been racing for a while, Shane, but mediums in Q1, that's a bit
He must be planning on
different.
starting on the softs, is the only thing I can think.
I'm so confident he can go through on the mediums as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's 7/10 off Orton, so that's not going to be quick enough. I'd imagine he's going to again. This guy goes provisional at the moment with 31 flat. 2 Aston Martin next to each other. Keeping the seats warm in my old overall Constructors Championship car from last season.
I think the overall leaders at the moment is Williams, last time I looked.
Williams?
Actually got the standings right now. Yeah, it's Williams by 103 points over Haas.
Nice.
Aston Martin, your former employees, they're 3rd at the moment, 172 points behind the leaders.
To be fair, I think the first half of the season we were sort of lagging behind a little bit, and then we just sort of caught up in the second half and ran away with it.
So those that watched last week's race event F5 Canada, I watched parts of it. Also had a little fizz through to see kind of like a review of that. A couple of significant results. Mr. Locker in the Williams, I believe it is. Yes. No. Hang on. Locker. Where is Locker in? He is in the Williams, yes.
Yeah. Thought he moved up.
He's in the Williams. I get confused by the blue bars that's next to the name. It's like think of something else. Yes, Locker won the race last week. Daniel was second. But the biggest significant result, which I think I love about F5, because F5 normally, Shane, is about the new drivers, not all of them, but the kind of new drivers learning their trade. And this guy here, Mr. Hippo, I believe got his first podium in RSF1.
He did, yeah.
Last week.
I was well chuffed for it, to be fair. Getting up to 45, up into P2 with his 30.6. He joins, obviously I spend a lot of my time on PC now, and he joins the Discord calls every now and again, and sometimes he'll put his camera on his phone. Honestly, he's one of the happiest people I've ever seen in my life.
You're up to third on a 30.9 as well. Yeah, I love it as well, because yeah, he's I remember 2 seasons ago, his first few races, and by God, he was nervous and all over the place. No offense, Mr. Hippo, but he's really developed, and he's actually a championship contender now. After that podium, moved into within 18 points of our championship leader, MT the Mighty. So confidence is a lovely thing. That podium will do him a lot of confidence going forward, I reckon.
Yeah.
We'll see how he does.
I'm just watching F1 Joker, the man leader with Mr. Senna. And I'm just thinking, several seasons ago, this bloke was, I mean, obviously I didn't race anymore, but when I was racing, he was a similar pace to me, he was a similar pace to you. And now he's
F5 now.
He's F5, yeah. So I know he's not.
We just ripped him to him for a few seconds.
Yeah, he's not. I know he's not as committed to the game as he used to be. As he does a lot of FIFA streaming, and I know when I loaded up, he was. Sorry, bear with me. He's got about 40 viewers, which is really good. Timmy.
There's 11 on my page.
Timmy is managed to get home. Is Timmy the Mercedes driver?
No, he should be Alpine actually.
Well, I know he's just got.
But the problem is we already have 2 Alpines.
Yeah.
One of which is Emotive Carrot, which I think is a result. I think he's meant to be Mercedes or something. Something's happened anyway. If Timmer's meant to be Alpine, well, he's going to be Mercedes now for today.
Yeah, I'm certain now, and obviously I should know this, but I don't. You're not allowed to join through qualifying, are you?
Not after a certain point, no.
Let me go and find
Actually, he's allowed to join after Q1, I think, because obviously if you invite him after Q1, you could then join for the race.
Yeah, there's that time.
I know. I know that. I know there's that rule now because of the timing glitch that you can't join like 5 minutes into the session or something like that. But if he wants to make the race, to tell you the truth, Shane, I haven't read into that rule about if you miss quali, can you still make the race thing if we invite them. Still confused about it, to be honest.
I've asked the question in the dev chat because I'm unsure of that. Obviously, it's a new rule for me as well. So with me not racing, I'm not really up to date on them sort of rules. So I'll ask in the dev chat, and we'll look again. I'm sure he'll be okay to race. I'm just not sure when he's allowed to join the session. Is the thing.
Yeah, I don't think you can join midway through Q1 because otherwise that'll mess it up. Just got to time it correctly. Standings going into this race, we have MT the Mighty, as I mentioned earlier, on 68 points in the lead. Second is Mr. Crunchy Bear on 57. Hippo, as I mentioned, is up to 50 points now after that podium in Canada. Daniel's moved himself into championship contention with that second place. He's up to 49 points. Then you got Lock on 48. Chosen Tolby in the Aston Martin on 46. FIFA Joker is on 30. M and JJ is on 23, just ahead of Tim on 22. Ramsey F1 is on 12. Yatesy Ewan is on 8 points, same as Orphan in Alfa Romeo, also on 8 points. Mr. Blue Sky is on 4 points, with Kabuki on 4. Shadow Moses on 3. Gravedigger on, and Helging Tom on 2. Invade, Papa Smurf, and KJ Mando yet to score.
Country Bear's just coming over. I think he's going to be around Chosen Tolby somewhere. Yeah, a few places in front, and P6.
bad, not bad. I'd say, by the looks of those times, Shane, I think mid to low 31, I think you'll be safe. I mean, the 30s are most definitely safe.
Yeah.
Top 4. But I'd say low 31. I'd say just around where FIFA Joker NB Pro is, I would say.
Yeah.
Might be in a bit of trouble.
I would think that probably Senna is safe. Just, I think it's from 11th down that need to improve.
Yeah, very close division, and obviously still a long way to go, Shane. But it's good to see that yeah, Invader's most definitely safe. It's good to see that it is still very close.
Yeah.
Isn't a runaway winner at the moment. Whoever made the divisions, good job. Mr. Tomo, 14th, 32.5 from Tomo, just sneaks in. Goes there. Oh, with retirement, Mr. Blue Sky. He's lost it.
Gravedigger going past him. Yeah, I'm not sure I was lost it there.
Exit of the chicane. How on earth has he binned it there? No traction control, too eager. My only guess. An odd place. Wow, he's out though. That's a big loss as well because he was already safe.
The information I'm getting for 10 minutes that he can join, but he can't set a time.
Ah. Okay, fair enough. Right, so who do we have? We've got Emotive Carrot. That is a gamer tag and a half, that is. Emotive Carrot. He's yet to set a time. Also, DTF1 Days, who people recognise as a commentator also in another day of the league. Also, Gravedigger yet to set a lap. Buki down there in a 33.4 is definitely going to improve on that time as well.
Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just trying to sort him out.
That's right, no problem. Just watching on board with Mr. Carrot as he comes through the last 2 corners. Oh, bit of a tight line for that last corner. Really need to open that corner up. So this time it's not going to be quick enough here. Maybe he was setting up for another lap. That's 35.2. Goes very wide into the first corner trying to open that up as well. We got a bit messed up with the line. He carries on. Days is about to finish a lap on the McLaren as well. Olby's up to second, Mighty's through, so championship contenders don't seem to be under any trouble at the moment. Days 33.1 does not make it through. Kabuki just goes ahead of him, also doesn't make it through. For now, 3.5 minutes to go. Still in trouble.
Yeah, the same. I'm after you. Remember as well, does he still do the thing where he's got to beat Mr. Blue Sky's time? So effectively, if Kabuki's set to quicker time, it'll be Tomo that drops out. Does he still do that?
I think what it is, he needs to beat Tomo's time now, or something.
Yeah,
I'm still always confused about it.
Yeah, I think you've got to beat Tomo's time, and then Tomo will be the one who drops out of the top 15. If I'm correct.
Oh, Mr. Carrot, I think, is satisfied with the 35 too. Really struggled to set a lap there, but he is out of Q1.
I can't see how much time's left, perhaps he hasn't got the time going again.
It's because yellow flag is another little thing that we get at the moment. Whenever there's a yellow flag, it just goes in front of the time. Oh, Gravedigger.
Oh.
That is a harsh corner cut, but he's gone.
Yeah, he's straight into the pits.
I mean, it was over the white line, but very harsh still. always, I find, Shane, at this track, always the most difficult corner is the first couple, that chicane, if you remember it. The car always wants to step away from you as you go through it.
Yeah, it's a tough corner if you get it wrong.
The biggest memory I know from this track is if you remember Junior in that pink Force India not stalling his engine, but he wasn't able to go and then cause like a massive pilot. Was it
Yeah.
F4, F5?
I can't
I think.
remember, but I can't remember what tier it was, but I do remember the incident.
Yeah, took out about 10, 11 cars or something. Hopefully we don't get any of that tonight.
I did that once as well with Stretch behind me, and I can just hear Stretch go, Shane, move!
Was that in Australia? Like when he was trying to start the car or something?
Yeah. You could see that I'd selected gear and I was ready, but it just wouldn't go until Stretch gave me a bump start.
Just watching on board Kabuki. Kabuki is the only one left that can alter things at the moment. All the rest are out, so both McLarens are out, I've just noticed. But Kabuki, he needs to beat a 32.5 and output. Tom are in danger, and he's out of fuel. No,
oh.
He would have made it. I reckon he would have made it.
Fuel. Tom, I won't know. He's running around at the time, but he is now safe.
He's half a second up, actually.
Oh.
Nearly lost it. It'll be an improvement.
Yeah, 6 turns up. Not changed his position much.
Orphan. Nearly matches Orphan, but doesn't manage to beat him.
That's it, then for Q1. Oh, lucky
Yeah,
you were on board with you, mate, when you were out of fuel.
I reckon he would have made it through. I reckon he lost about a good 3 or 4 attempts from that. That would have been enough.
I know Timmy jumped in this
actually, no, maybe not.
Yeah, Timmy jumped.
Yeah, he did.
But for some reason he couldn't do anything.
I think if he joins... if he joins through Q2, he should be able to pick a car or something, or we'll give him one, which obviously will be a Mercedes, because that's the only one left.
Yeah. Sennon's out on track, but he's not on a lot.
Apparently Kabuki was 8 tenths up. That would have been close. That would have been very, very close to Tomo's time. Good effort though, Kabuki. Speaking of memory, Shane, actually, one of my favourite memories of you was we're talking way back, but when you commentated on I think it was two Red Bulls attempting to slipstream in China and then hitting each other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said this is how it's done. Oops.
No, it's not how it's done.
No. Sit down,
right, so gonna have 14 into Q2.
No, but we can't let him retire, mate. Gotta watch him drive all the way around. He's there now anyway, Hippo.
There he goes.
I know Hippo obviously feels at the podium, doesn't he?
He's definitely up there, and the other good thing for us, Shane, is that he got the top 8, I think it was, covered by 3 or 4 tenths, which is always good, because you never want somebody running away with it. But looking quite close.
It is looking close. And there's probably a few guys that have yet to show the true pace as well.
Covering the top 3, Egon, Tolby, and Mighty. Egon is actually a reserve, I believe.
Okay.
So doing nicely.
Couple of Ukrainian flags there from the boys in support, I see.
Yeah. Half a second covering the top 10. Very nice.
That is nice. Very nice indeed.
So out Q1. Both McLarens, Mr. Blue Sky and Days, Kabuki in the AlphaTauri, Emotive Carrot in the Alpine, and Grey Digger unfortunately did not set a time. They're going to work themselves up from the back of the grid.
I can definitely think the weirdest tracks to start from the back on.
Monaco?
Yes.
Actually, that's not too bad because then you just be cautious, don't you?
I think it's Monaco you can get away with picking lap 1.
Monza. Monza's another one. Monza's the one you don't want to be in the middle.
Yeah, I'd rather be either at the front or at the back. Never want to be in the middle. Right, now we've tipped over. I shall get Timmer back in.
That's going to be really weird going back to Monza because we haven't raced there in because we missed it last season.
Yeah.
It was one of the tracks that was removed. Same with Netherlands. Although, I don't like Netherlands at all at this game. Old game, last year's game I used to love it. But this year, the banking is dangerous for me. I can't get round there clean anymore. Without being very, very cautious.
It's a tough
so
track.
it's going to be fun. Going to be fun going there.
Hippo 1.5 either. First one out by quite a margin.
And he's one of 3. In fact, he's the only driver at the moment heading out the softs. You've got Tolby and Orford in the pits on softs. The rest are mediums.
I'm showing Hippo on mediums.
Oh.
On the,
softs for
on the
me.
Delta and on the car. Alright, Buds Bunny. And good evening, Rosberg.
I thought you said Bugs Bunny. It's Buds Bunny.
Buds Bunny, yeah.
Oh.
I'm guessing Buds Bunny likes to smoke. That's what it's referring to there.
Yeah. Okay, so this is me. What I love about spectating this game is because on your screen it's mediums and mine is. Never mind. Right,
yeah, is he showing himself on the car as well for you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It'll fix itself for the race, obviously, for me. So, let's ride aboard Hippo, seen as he's eager. As he comes out the final corner now, heads down in towards turn 1. This is, for me, this is the make or break of your lap. If you nail these first 2 corners without the car stepping out too nicely, he's done that relatively okay. And then you run for a good lap, but obviously you head down into turn number 4 and then turn 5. This first sector is all about carrying the speed through best you can, slow it all down for this double right hand corner, but you need to get on the throttle as early as possible because then you've got this massive back straight, which for me has a very annoying chicane in the middle of it. I don't think it needs this chicane here, but extra overtaking spot. I've seen plenty of action over the years in real life and in league racing. Nicely through. They could very easily cut that chicane, trust me, I know. Me being the king of corner cutter. Although apparently Mr. Cornish in F2 is becoming more of a king of corner cutting than I am.
It wasn't a corner cut, it was Cornish.
Yes. And then it's got this long right hander, which is similar to China turn 1. Car gets a little bit loose on the exit.
This looks quite
a lot of this last. Yeah, a lot of this last sector is all about really long corners. You need to get your foot turning in and braking point exactly right, and obviously you have to adjust, and then you're out of line for the next corner. But yeah, looking very, very good on the mediums apparently. So into the 31s we are. 1.4. I think it's not too bad at all.
No, less than a second down on the quickie soft time from Q1. Who do we have up next? I noticed Skull Sniper managed to invalidate his lap before he started on the final corner, so he's got a long drive around to get going.
I think we've got... I think it's the Ferrari of Daniel next, which would be a good comparison actually, because they're both quite close on pace. Oh no, it was Egon. Half a second slower than Hippo though.
It's interesting.
Daniel 31. That's a big gap that Hippo's got. Maybe there were some mistakes from Daniel and Egon, but I'm bearing in mind that Egon top Q1, Shane, and
no, it's
a bit of a mistake from Egon. Yeah.
Vade's already attempted one lap, and he's validated his next one.
Is Tolby on softs or mediums for you?
Tolby is on mediums.
Oh, that's another one. Says softs for
I've
me.
got Craig Senna is out on softs for me.
Yeah, so that's the only one that matches.
Okay.
All the rest of me. What's Yorkie? Oh, he's just staying out of the way. I don't wonder what was Mr. Yorkie was doing. Oh, he's doing a very slow delta lap of 46.
I'm trying to figure out who's next over the line yet to set a time. It can be Mr. Senna and then Skull Sniper.
You say Craig Senna's on the softs for you?
He is, yeah, but he's not.
Oh.
He's slowed right down, so he's probably just doing a warm-up lap. It might be his old tyres. So we've got Skull Sniper about to set a lap. And he's quite down on 32.7.
I kind of get it, but I still don't 100% get it when people go for like those delta laps, or they just set a lap just so they have like a delta for the next one.
Yeah, it's never been a thing I've been interested in doing, to be honest.
I mean, psychologically, I guess it makes sense, because I've always found that, especially when I'm doing TT and qualifying, if you're green on the delta, it makes you think, oh, this is a very good lap. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's not something that's ever bothered me. You know if it's a good lap or not when you're in there without having the delta.
Nice first set of unblocker.
I'm just on board with locking myself as payable into first sector.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's genuine. Payable 22.6 from Hippo, 22.7 from Box. But it's a 10 down at the moment on Hippo.
I think like the purple is like a personal best through that sector. When it comes up middle sector. Not purple this time, 50.8 though.
That is bang on with Hippo's time. So he could come in and around Hippo here. He's 10th down 04 at the moment. Oh, I think Ria's kicked out of it there.
Yeah, Hippo had a bit of a whoa. There's a spin.
You've been on the ails against him. We got a Major Crunch who's currently on a lap. He's just going through 2 and 3 now.
You know what also always bothered me about this track, Shane, is the blue and red lines on the outside. This plays in my eyes a lot, especially when you're watching the race.
Oh, that's very wide. Yeah, I can remember when France first came on the game, and I found it. I mean, once you're used to the track, it's fine, but I found it very confusing as to where the track went and stuff when I first sort of experienced France.
See, I'd only experienced France before it came onto the F1 game in GT cars and a set of Corsa and games like that. And it's not a bad track. I think as I said earlier, it's a good racing track. It's just never gelled with me completely. Tracks sometimes do that to people.
Yeah, I like this track. Crunchy is currently half a second down on Hippo. Obviously, he's one of the championship front runners at the moment, so I don't know if he's just setting a steady laps to get through, or if this is the pace that he's got.
It's put into perspective how good of a lap Hippo has done. No one seemed to be getting close to him.
No. Crunch is 32 flat.
Yeah, right in the ballpark though.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. For instance, Orphan is on track at the moment. He's going through the final sector now. He's on the softs. For me, hopefully it's the same for you.
Me too. Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see the sort of times that Orphan's going to put in compared to obviously Hippo. He is going into the line, so we're probably going to see a time here. It's only 31.8. It's good enough for P3 though. Probably enough putting through.
Jeez.
Again, I think looking at the time, cut-off's probably going to be where Pro is. around like 32.3, I think.
Yeah.
32 flat should just squeeze through, and anyone who thinks
I
it
think
would be safe.
I think we might see Mr. Orphan into Q3. By the looks of it, Invade thinks he's safe.
With that time we should do. I think Invade's safe. Anyone in 31 should be safe. Oh, thanks for that, Rosberg. Muddy will check the emails at some point for the people who have signed up, and he will get you sorted out. Muddy Biscuit.
So, I'm bored with LWS Yorkie.
What do you think, Echo? You just want me to blow smoke up your arse, don't you? You're 4 tenths clear of everybody, mate. Yes, you're safe.
Now, do you want to get off your golden throne, Hippo, or shall I push you off?
It is, Hush, it is. How are you, buddy? That film comes.
Yeah.
Off into the pit.
LWS Yorkie, I'm watching on this lap now. He's on a really good lap at the moment, although he is on the softs.
Who's that?
Yorkie on softs, confirm. Yorkie.
Yorkie. Yeah, there we go.
He is on the softs.
Oh, that was very close for invalidation.
What do you think about the gamer tag Yorkie? Is he because he's from Yorkshire, or because he likes the chocolate bar Yorkie? What do you think?
I'm going with chocolate bar. Yeah,
wow.
30.3. That's the fastest time we've seen so far.
Yep. Pretty good lap for Mr. Yorkie. Apparently your mic is messing up a little bit.
Mine is.
For Luke, certainly for Luke Platt, he's the only one that's mentioned it. Everything.
Anyone else have any issues with my mic? It shouldn't be. It's a good mic.
Yeah, Hippo, on Shane's screen it is mediums, it's just for me it's softs because the game wants to be different for me. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, is anyone else having any issues with my mic? I'll try and fix it if I can.
No one else has mentioned it. It could be I don't know why Luke would be having a problem with nobody else, but yeah, no, muffled apparently. Is my mic muffled? Guys in the chat. Or was it just Shane's one? Time 2 minutes to go. Mr. Locker getting a cheeky slip. Jesus. Apparently I'm fine. That's just yours. Locker getting a cheeky slipstream from the Red Bull in front. Nearly careered into the back of him.
Yeah, I've reset my headset. Hopefully that will fix it.
Apparently Luke Pat knows my name. I may have mentioned it a few times. I just was like, how do you know my name? My actual name. Mr. Locker, middle sector. Yeah. Just heading through middle sector now. Invade's actually in a bit of trouble, Mr. Shane. You said he was safe. He's in 8th at the moment. He's only got 2 tenths to, 4 tenths. Guys behind him, you've got Locker, Tolby on softs.
Yeah, I think those two may jump in, but you've got Tomo's out there again on the mediums, and he's got 6 tenths down on the Invade, so I think he should be safe.
Locker goes up to 4th.
It really depends. Are we going to set a personal best?
Yeah, I think the Invade's in trouble.
Who's terrible in DM?
I think Invade's a bit of trouble. If Egon improves by half a tenth, Invade's out, and you got Miss Crunchy Bear on the sauce. You got Tomo going round as well. MB Pro, I think, is done.
Who is Luke Pat? Does anyone know?
I recognise that username. I don't know why.
He's giving me banter about DM. I must know him. From
Is it Legends?
No, it wouldn't be Legends.
No. Egon's done a very good lap on the medium, so 10th behind Hippo on the same tyre. That does knock Invade out. Joker's now on the bubble.
I was in Invade out.
Crunchy Bear. Crunchy Bear didn't make the line. He was a couple of seconds away.
He could be road, to be fair.
And Tomo's invalidated, so Invade actually starts 11th, which actually isn't a bad place to start. He's even saying it's good. But misses out by 1700ths to Joker in the end.
Well, there are a few guys who are going to be starting on the soft then. So we're Orphan, Walker, Sniper and Yorkie. That time from Yorkie was heavy impressive.
Yep.
Did I invite him back? I can't remember.
I think you did.
Yeah, multiplayer friends, I did. I invited him back.
Crunchy Bear, a bit of a surprise in 12th.
Yeah,
right in the middle of.
It's
right in the middle of what things can happen.
Yeah, definitely. It is Rogue. But that's if it was Rogue, but no.
Christ.
So yeah, it's Rogue. That makes sense.
Just me, Shane. All the clouds were gathering right at the end of that session. I barely see any blue sky.
Possibly, but I think if we were going to see any rain in the race especially, we'd have probably seen more soft runs.
No, yeah, I was just thinking maybe towards into Q3 possibly we might have something.
Yeah, I don't like it sometimes when it's like that. It just sort of ruins the session, so you get you one lap and then it starts raining and it's over.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it puts a lot of pressure on the drivers if they're going to have one run at it.
I think Yorkie's lap there, I think, is... Hi, Invade. Forecast rain. When, Kabuki?
I'm guessing qualifying.
I'm guessing Q3. I reckon we're going to get some in Q3 a little bit. Alright, so Invade, Crunchy Bear, MB Pro, and Helki Tomo out in Q2. FIFA Joker scrapes through. Back up 100s, but makes it into the top 10.
I can't call him FIFA Joker, I can't.
It's got to be Craig Senna for you.
Yeah, same as you've got to be Brundle on that.
But I've had like 4 or 5 gamer tags since then.
Yeah, but you were Brundle for ages. So there we go.
Oh!
Interesting.
It's dry tyres. It's dry tyres. Get out.
Yeah, these dry tyres. They want to be out there quick. I can see several mechanics already trying to get the car out.
Oh! Who's going to be first out?
Yorkie by the looks of it.
Is it? It's a Mercedes. No, but he's at the end of the pit lane.
Yes, he's out there. That's why he was out so quick last time.
So it's Hippo, followed by Williams by the looks of it. Is that FIFA Joker or is that Locker? I think it's FIFA Joker, out second.
I'll tell you something now. I'm looking at this track while Hippo's out there. There is no spray at the moment. But I think by the time they get round to settle like this, it's going to be Inters. So I think if there is any of the cars still in the pits maybe risking Inter tyre, they could be a perfect position.
Say the thing that is going to hurt those in Q3 here, Shane.
Yeah.
If you invalidate.
They are out on the softs, everybody's out.
Yeah, if you invalidate at any point on your lap, you could be in a world of trouble. This could be a 1 lap thing.
Yeah. Hippo's got a huge gap. So if it is still soft and they are the quicker tyre, Hippo's in pole position here.
I can still see the sun.
It makes strange for me.
I can still see the sun just like glaring. As well, this is a weird situation.
Be careful, might be just be damn soft tyres, Hippo. Yellowstone Sector 3, someone's lost it. I think that's Yorkie. It is Yorkie. No doubt he touched the curb.
There's a Red Bull round as well. Starting to get a little bit messy, those final 2 corners. People just want to set laps. Hippo's still being aggressive, turning in very sharply.
Yeah, it still looks like the tyres are catching quite hard. I haven't really seen his rear step out much.
23.0 though, it's definitely slower.
Extended and validated behind.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him.
That is going to hurt him. He was in a good position there as well, being the second one on track.
Egon's gone 3 tenths quicker than Hippo in the first sector.
Let's see if everybody else is still going in on validations at the moment. Hippo just had a purple middle sector.
He's the first one through.
But I think he's your personal best, isn't he, from all the sessions, or is that not right?
He was definitely slower first sector by about a good second in Q1.
28.0. He's matched what they were doing. I believe 28.0. That was what they were doing in Q2. Well, that was on the mediums.
Let's see.
I'll have to find out, because the time we've seen so far is 30.3. I'll be surprised if we see anything like that. 32.
It's way down, 32.1.
Who is next? Egon is going to be the next one to set time.
I think Egon might beat Hippo unless he's slow. So it's actually going to be close.
No, not quite.
Oh.
32.3. Yorkie 32.6, 32.8. The time's going down. Look, 33.3. The time's going down as they cross the line. 33.7.
Yeah.
34.3. I think that could be a flop.
Every person that goes across the line, apart from Tolby, has gone slower than the one previously.
Mighty's gone up to P3.
Okay. Mighty must have got a clean lap though.
I'd imagine that's probably the best we're going to see. I think Craig Sinn's going to find himself. He may jump Sniper, because Sniper looks like he's not had the best of laps, but. Let's have a look. 23 flat from Hippo sector 1. 23.
He's run out of fuel.
Who's run out of fuel?
Hippo has.
Oh no, I'm watching. I'm looking at Stanley's time compared to Hippo. 28. Yeah, he's already 1.2 down on Hippo.
Oh, look at the track.
Yeah, it's.
Especially last sector, it's done.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see people just pull into the pits and retire, to be honest. It could be taking over to the race quite quickly.
Same in a way, because we don't really get a battle for pole. This was a case of.
He does, it's 34.4. I think that's going to be a lot, to be honest, qualifying wise.
We have Hippo and Eagle in the front row. Mighty and Yorkie second row. Locker, Daniel. Tolby and Orphan. Sniper and Joker.
There's the first retirement. I tell you what we'll do for a change, Rundle, as we are taking over. Let's get Mr. Hippo in and have a quick chat with him. I think we can safely say he's our pole sitter.
Yeah.
Here he is, the happiest person in the world, Mr. Hippopotamus. Include that audio, my friend. Hello. How are you, buddy? Now,
oh, he's a happy Hippo.
I'd imagine when the driver draw was done and you saw you were in the Haas, you probably weren't best pleased with that. But when it started raining at the start of the session and you were in the Haas, I bet you were quite pleased when you were at the end of the pit lane.
Yeah, no, that's why I like that.
So I think we can safely assume that you're going to be starting from pole. I know there's still a long time left in the session, but you must be happy with that. Were you expecting to be anywhere near pole, or?
No.
Just no. Man of many words.
Yeah, simple. It wasn't even that good a lap. I know I messed up at least 4 corners, but
I've got a question. Is that your first pole position in RSF1?
probably.
Well done. Well, what's going to be your plan for the race, especially the first lap? Are you just going to be looking to stay out of trouble and hold the others behind you?
Just try and get ahead and keep ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to kill anyone, I suppose.
A man of many words as usual, Hippo. Well, congratulations anyway, mate, on your pole. I'll let you get ready for the race. I'd imagine, we've got a few people on outlaps, but they're, I'm going to call them ambitious. We're not going to say
Well,
silly. We're going to say ambitious.
conditions are apparently staying constant, so there's opportunity to improve.
Yeah.
There's puddles on the track.
There's 4 minutes.
But it's not getting heavier rain.
Yeah.
The rain is just
But
going
there's
to be
puddles.
here until...
When you did your lap, there was no puddles. Now there's puddles. I don't think they're...
Yeah,
We're assuming.
They might choose the puddles to drift, though. That could get them the extra rotation.
I don't think it will, but yeah, even if it starts raining now, the track is not going to improve enough to what you set your lap on anyway.
I hope not, that's why I retired.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Senna was 1.2 down after the first 2 sectors, so sort of shows.
And can you invite Egon? Can you invite Egon, please?
To the party?
Just drive a bit quicker.
Session. He's just left the session.
Why not? That was party.
Right, Hippo, well, go on then. You bugger off, get ready for your race.
Alright, enjoy the crash fest.
There better not be a crash fest.
It's not going to be a crash fest.
No.
It won't be with each other, don't worry. It'll be individuals.
Mm.
You will have a angry chain if there's a crash fest.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
and you're struggling.
They're all
trying to
struggling.
know-
Every person I look at.
If you just put some assists on, that would help him out.
Yeah. Well on, Hippo. Let you get ready for the race.
Alright.
Totally round.
Enjoy.
Alright.
we shall. Good luck. Yeah, this is definitely not dry tyres.
No.
You've tried.
I would have said that. They tried, you know. At least, again, if everybody retired, oh, there goes Daniel. They're giving us entertainment, I'll give them that, but if you just retired, we could have saved about 2 minutes of our lives here.
Hippo to F4 was too quick. He was the first man on track.
Nah.
Whoever was the first man on track stood a good chance of being on pole.
Mm.
He was first man on track, he was consistent, didn't make any mistakes. So, and he got his pole position.
First RSF1 win? Question mark.
Pitch off for him. Yorkie's just put not the session where you want to be furthest back in the pit lane.
No. Yeah, because that's what did it, wasn't it? Because I think he was the first car to head out, but because he was a Mercedes, the thing I found with Mercedes actually, Shane, because I always want to be first out on track, because I know, like, you know, because I want to be the person that they spectate on the first lap. But I can't have that anymore because I'm in Mercedes and it takes me too long to get down the end of the pit lane.
Yeah, it does.
Someone else has jumped in.
And no, Matt, he hasn't topped every session. 2 seconds to start. He hasn't topped every session. The quickest time we've seen in the session actually came from Yorkie, which was a 30.3.
And Egon topped you one.
He did.
So this is the first session that Hippo's been at the top, and it's the one that counted.
Egon said, sorry, my mic's not working. I meant to invite him to the game if I invited him to the party. My bad. I will send you a friend request back there, Egon.
Right. 8 seconds to go. Again, you guys just retire. We could Never mind. Right. There we have it. Hippo on the pole. Even a bit ahead of Egon. Empty the money. I think could be quite happy he did that lap to get to third, considering he was about 8th or 9th in the queue when they crossed the line. Yorkie in 4th, Locke in 5th, Daniel in 6th, Toby 7th, Orph in 8th, Skull Sniper 9th, and FIFA Joker in 10th place. And FIFA Joker was the only one that invalidated his first run, but demonstrated very well the damage if you do.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was second on the track, so he could have been up there.
Yeah.
If it was front end. So he'll be kicking himself, no doubt.
Is it track is it next, guys in the chat? Or Shane, if you know. Because can't forget whether it's Austria or Silverstone.
I have no idea. Oh, but after France in the calendar, it's Silverstone before Austria.
Oh, and I miss it as well. I miss it. I miss Silverstone next week.
Just give me 2 seconds, I'll be with you.
Or was Austria? Oh, that's even worse. A petition to swap Austria and Silverstone around. I don't want to miss Austria. Damn and blast and all those words. One track. Oh well, gotta do really well this week and then do really well in Silverstone. Let's see how that works. Alright. The grid. So top 3 on mediums, and then we got Yorkie and Locker both on the softs. Another 2 mediums in the top 10, and then we got Orphan and Skull Snipe on the softs. Be interesting to see what those outside the top 10 choose. Obviously they have free choice. Hards are an option. Mr. Blue Sky, or as I say that, yeah. Hards are an option, but the problem with the hards is they are very crunchy bear as well. They take a long time to heat up. It's one of those. I've never gelled with the hards really, to be honest.
Yeah,
So,
the formation lap will be big for them boys on the hards. They've got to get some good temps in during formation lap.
Don't hit anybody either. That'd be the worst thing.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, they've got to be very, very patient, those on the hard tyres, if you choose to go for it. Anybody else going for it? Mr. Carrot. By the looks of it. Timmer has joined. He is in a Mercedes. Although, because he's officially meant to be in the Alpine, I reckon... I'm assuming, you know what they say about assuming, but I assume his points will go to Alpine, not Mercedes.
Yeah, he will do, yeah. One of the diff heads will let standings know that he's in the wrong car.
I guess you could swap Timmer and Carrot around, because I think Carrot is the reserve. And he's meant to go in a Mercedes. So
I'm not too sure. I'm sure the standings team will sort it out.
Yeah. Because here's the thing: if the Motive Carrot wins, all those points are going to go to Mercedes, not Alpine. Right? Because I drive for Mercedes, hence why I ask.
I don't think that the reserve kind of point go to the constructors anyway. I'm not 100% on that. But we do have in the top 10, we've got 3, outside the top 10, sorry, we've got 3 hard runners in Crunch, Mr. Blue Sky, and a Motive Carrot.
Crunchy Bear's a bold one, especially starting 12th as well.
Yeah, you just he needs to hold on. There's obviously going to be a big DRS train. It's going to be very important that he keeps hold of that DRS train.
Stays out of trouble, but just be patient. Alright, back to the blue skies we go, and you'll take us through formation lap, Mr. Shane?
Yes, mate, no problem. So, in P20, during the section late in the Mercedes, we've got Mr. Timmy. In P19 in the Haas, we've got Gravedigger. In P18 in the Alpine, the lovely, lovely Alpine, we have Emotive Carrot. In the McLaren in P17, we've got DTF1 Days. In P16 in the Alpha Tauri, we've got Kabuki. In 15th in the other McLaren, we've got Mr. Blue Sky T. In 14th in the Alfa Romeo, we have Mr. Kentish, Hail Kentamo. You'll love that later. In P13 in the Ferrari, we've got NP, well, just going to say we've got Pro, Hi Pro. In 12th in the other Alpine, we have Mr. Crunchy Bear. In 11th in the overall constructive winning car from last season, the Aston Martin, we've got Invade. In 10th in the Williams, we've got Mr. Craig Senna, or as everyone else may know him, F1 Joker. 9th in the Red Bull, we've got Score Sniper. In 8th, a man that everybody loves, in the Alfa Romeo, we've got Orphan, Stars Orphan. In 7th in the Aston Martin, we've got Chosen Toby. In 6th in the Ferrari, we've got Daniel P45. In 5th in the Williams, we've got RSF1 Lockett. In 4th, it can be interesting to see because he did set the quickest time in the qualifying session. In the Mercedes, we've got Yorkie. In 3rd in the Red Bull, we've got Matt the Mighty. We've got Egon in the Alpha Tauri in 2nd, who's currently Red X, so I'll keep an eye on that. And our pole hitter in the Haas is Mr. Hippopotamus. And that is your grid as they're coming round to the end now. No carnage.
Egon just joined as we were looking at the race director in the pits, so hopefully he'll be able to take control of his car soon. I know there's a thing like you can only take it like at a certain point. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much trouble, but that will cost him time going forward. Hopefully there's not too much.
Fingers crossed. I shall leave you to take us away with the front runners, and I'll keep an eye more towards the rear of the field.
Interesting enough seeing as well, Invader's now also on the hard tyres. Days is the only one outside the top 10 on softs. He starts 17th. He's going to have to be very, very aggressive. Hopefully not overly aggressive. Aggressive but safe.
That's exactly where I'm watching from, Mr. Brundle.
This start's going to be interesting as we head to 3, 4, 5 red lights for the French Grand Prix, and it's go, 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 and it's a good start from Hippo, and it's a great start from Yorkie, splitting the Red Bull and the Alpha Tauri. Hippo's going to lead into turn 1 as we go 2, 3, 4 wide almost into turn 1 and turn 2. We've got the Ferrari of Daniel trying to squeeze through. Egon's AI car has caused a little bit of an issue. I think he's regained control now, but he's definitely dropped positions, and he's left again. He's having a bit of trouble, but Daniel's moved up into 5th, all filtering through.
Saw that coming a mile off. Dave trying to make an overtake. I couldn't see he was on his inside, Orphan in front of him. Obviously on the surface, his braking distance is different. He didn't take that into consideration and blew him straight into the back of Orphan. Wing damage for days. He's going to be heading to the pits.
Oof.
But
wow, 3 or 4 wide. 3 or 4 wide, going down the back straight. Here's Ferrari, all trying to get by Egon's AI car, which again he's having some fuel connection troubles. Yeah, got MB Pro right behind him. Hippo's under big pressure from Yorkie for the lead. Yorkie, remember, on the soft tyres, he's got to make this move now and pull away from Hippo. Hippo's just got to keep him back as far as he can, but look at the pace difference.
Yeah, the longer Hippo keeps him behind him, the better for the race. Oh,
wow.
Where's Locker in all this after he's gone wide? He wasn't close enough to take advantage, but give Hippo breathing space for a corner, literally a corner.
Oh, there's been a yellow flags. I think Tolby's round in the last sector.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Daisy is heading to the pits.
Yeah, Hippo's got to keep behind Yorkie and Locker, both on the soft tyres. His closest compatriot on the mediums is MT the Mighty, who has dropped to 4th. Evades up to 6th.
I think Yorkie will get Hippo down here.
See what happens.
Yeah, he's got a
Elkin Thomas up to 11th as well.
He should get him here, but this isn't too bad for Hippo if he can hold on to him and hold the DRS.
Top 6 have kind of pulled away a little bit, couple of seconds back to both Ferraris. And then behind MB Pro is a bit of a slipstream train. All the way back to, well, Tolby in 18th. That's about 9 cars back there.
Yeah, he went back in the car. I tell you, someone we haven't noticed who's had a great start, Mr. Timmy. Starting from the back of the grid, he's up into 15th already.
And not bad. Gravedigger also up 5 places.
Yeah, and Gravedigger, yeah. Pro's up 5, and Vade's up 5.
That's a real shame for Egon though, but at least he's in the race now.
Yeah, he's there, he's racing. It's a lot of racing, he can pull his way back up there, I'm sure. Yorkie with the fastest lap, but Hippo is holding on to him, and Locker's holding on to the back of Hippo. Matt the Mighty needs to gain a couple of tenths here to get under that second. Otherwise he's going to be in trouble from Sniper behind.
You know what I've just noticed, Shane?
Yeah, go on.
Look at Invade. Look at Invade.
Ooh,
P6 on the hard tyres.
Oh, Hippo has, I think Hippo's made a mistake. That gives Yorkie breathing room, and Locker's got past Hippo, although I would expect that Hippo's going to have a real good run after him here. Carrot with the first penalty of the day.
Yeah, struggling down in 19th. Now, if I was Hippo, I wouldn't... Never mind.
Yeah, I don't
Go
think...
for the overtake.
He wasn't burning his ERS, so I don't think he wanted to go for the overtake. Just the overspeed took him then, and he broke early anyway. To let Locker go, but to be honest, he looks quicker than Locker. He might have to make this move.
Yeah, because the problem he's got is Mighty right behind.
Yeah, Marty's
got Mighty right behind, who's just keeping an eye.
Yeah, and then you've got Schultzenhaber on the softs, and Vade on the hard is in a great position.
He's doing pretty well to keep up the back of this.
Yeah, he is burned through his ERS though.
Yeah. Then you've got the 2 Ferraris, Daniel ahead of Pro, Crunchy Bear in 9th, wants to get by Pro, I think. And then FIFA Joker and Tomo, Craig Senna and Tomo alongside. This is a feisty battle, I think. Oh, Tomo's outbraked himself, opened up the door. Craig Senna says, alright, I'll take that. Tomo, using his ERS though, might just want to go back inside of turn 1. Not close enough, I don't think. Orphan and Tim are also going side by side for turn 1.
Invade top Matt the Mighty.
What's this race pace from Invade?
Don't know, but he
loves the hard tyres.
Tomo with a penalty, Invade with a penalty.
Yeah.
Just wondering what Hippo's going to do, because they are losing time to Yorkie. Again, he's not burning his ERS, so it looks like he's happy to sit behind Lock, but I think he's quick. Evening, Ben. Yeah, I think he's got to go forward here.
Yeah.
He's losing time. The longer he sits behind Lock, the more he's still here to race. He's going for it.
No. That would have been a risky move anyway.
It's a very easy move. If you can start your ERS straight out of the corner, you got anywhere easy.
You've seen Locker's ERS?
Yeah.
It's already 10%.
Yeah, Hippo needs to go past him really. Another mistake from Locker. That's, I mean, the 2.6 behind Yorkie now. It was 1.5 after Hippo's mistake. Still, it shows the time that's losing.
Oh, Mighty! Oh, that's not Mighty, that's Sniper. What's happened here? Red Bulls are swapped. I swear it was Mighty in 4th, and now Sniper's into 4th.
I think
we've missed something there.
We have missed something, yeah. I think we have.
Sniper's got ahead of Invade. And then Mighty's dropped 6th. I saw Red Bull and assumed it was Mighty.
Crunchy holds it round the outside. Tomo with another 3 second. It's his second one.
Yep. Battling with Joker Kabuki at the edge of the top 10.
Yeah,
Egon as well, MB Pro, all in that little train there.
Just got the corner again. Yeah, Hippo's made that move on Locker. Which I think he needed to do. Orphan with a penalty. They started to come in thick and fast, these pens.
Oh!
Who's that with?
Invade. Invade just gone well wide. I think he was battling one of the Red Bulls, and Daniel was recovered and passed him.
He's that's his second penalty to come here to come into the race, but he's still not in a bad position on them hard tyres. As you can see straight away as well up front, now that Hippo has passed Locker, he's starting to close the gap to Yorkie.
Crunchy Bear, sorry, was edging alongside MB Pro. Crunchy Bear's being really frustrated, I think. Oh, Invade's got another one.
Sniper's now got one.
Crunchy Bear, I think, has been held up by Pro. He's losing
Pro has
so much time.
Yeah, Pro's not long overtook him. Pro was behind him originally.
Train behind of Egon, Joker, Tomo, Kabuki, and Gravedigger.
Yeah, Tommy's
Orphan in the
made a
pits.
move on Tim. Oh, that'll be on Orphan, sorry. It's an early stop off those softs. Have a look, see if they've got a wing ready for him. I don't see one. No wing replacement's done. He's gone to the medium, so we'll probably see another stop from Orphan this evening. Senna now with a penalty. Looks to me like Sniper's let one go. Yeah, he's let his teammate go through.
If I remember about the softs, they don't last really that long. I think it's 5 or 6 laps.
Yeah.
At this point, they're already.
I was just expecting them to sort of try to eat them out if they were planning on one stopping onto the mediums. Make a bit more out of them. Days with a penalty. But yeah, Sniper's really struggling on these stops at the moment. I'm just watching from Daniel's point of view, and I've seen him swimming around a few times now, so I expect that Daniel's going to make a move, or he's going to be boxing soon. Locker's another one that's struggling, like Martin's on the back of him. Invade's in off the hards.
That has to be damage from somewhere. That's far too early.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have a look now. There is a front man for him, yes, and it must be York for a penalty.
That's a shame for Invade. He's doing really well on those tyres.
Yeah, he was
Get that from.
I mean, Hippo's massively cut the gap as well now to Yorkie.
The damage for Invade must have been when I saw him off. Because I know he was battling with the Red Bulls at that point. It must have been contact somewhere.
Marty with the RS open, he's booming his DRS. Could catch Locker just before the end of the straight. So it's going to be an easy move for him. He's straight past him. I think it's
back at Daniel as well.
Yeah, Daniel
needs couldn't get it.
These soft runners are really struggling at the moment.
Oh, bold move for Daniel right by the outside. Turn 9, there's yellow flags.
He's stuck it.
Kabuki.
That's a great move from Mr. P45.
Nice. The yellow flag for Kabuki, he's dropped a few positions as well.
Okay, is Yorkie going to be in? Because Hippo's doing a second. Yeah, Yorkie's in. I think we'll probably see Locker in as well. I know, is he? Yeah, Locker's in. Sniper is also in, so that's all the soft runners done with.
Yeah, 6 laps.
Let's see, Hippo lead away. What are we going on? Yorkie's on hards.
Hard's easy to the end.
Yeah.
From here.
Trying to have a look what the other guys are going on.
Mediums for Locker.
Locker for mediums.
Sniper also mediums.
It's going to be tough to the end.
Oh, Egon again.
Who's gone?
Egon.
Oh.
Oh, he's just been spun by someone as well. Oh, what's happened with his connection? It seemed fine earlier on.
Yeah, he's back in the race. Get up careful with them tyres if he's been for a spin. He's red X'd again at the moment. So Crunchy's up into P4 on the hard tyres. I mean, he is what we're looking at off the leader. There's the leader again. There he is. So he's 9.5 seconds currently off Hippo. But just showing interesting end to the race. With Crunch, he could be up there with him from late on. How long for a pit stop around here?
It's a slow pit lane. I think it's about 19, 20 seconds.
I'm just keeping an eye on Yorkie, you see. He's currently 22 behind Hippo. How far are we expecting the medium runs to go? I didn't really pay attention last night to the pit stops.
No, and I haven't done tyre strategy either.
Now, Ben, you're in the chat, mate. You're only pretty good with knowing what the strats could potentially be. Probably the 3 seconds.
The good thing for Yorkie is he's got
a
bit of clean aim. Managed to get by.
It's all Tim's round.
Oh, I saw Mercedes. I thought it was Yorkie. It was Timmer instead.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's not taking the braking boards out, but he hasn't really got a lot of option there.
No. That's a shame. He was making some progress there.
Yeah, he got a good start. That's going to be too close. Oh, yeah, got great thing
with yeah. We've got MB Pro, which is behind Crunch. Yeah.
Just Blue Sky making a move on Egon. That mean maybe the hard tyre is a quicker tyre now?
I think Eagle's just struggling, to be honest.
Oh, he's still red X, honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snap's past him as well now.
Hippo's pace in this race, like, obviously his... Oh, there goes Tomo.
Lost connection. I shall invite him back.
That'd be a third invite, wouldn't it?
I think this is the second one I've sent him. Recently played with. Right, where are you, Mr. Egon?
So Tomo's in. I evade. Don't retire. Oh, yes. That's a real shame for Invade because he had such a good start. It was just all unravelled.
Yeah, it was looking good. Well, Yorkie just set 34 flat. What times is the Hippopotamus doing up front? 35.1. So, I mean, at that sort of pace, Yorkie should jump Hippo. Yeah, he's got down to 21.2. So, he should jump Hippo, but Hippo's going to be on the fresher tyres. Oh, Crunch with the penalty, that's going to hurt later.
Yeah. Also, if Hippo can stretch his tyres so he can run softs at the end, which they will have they all have a spare set of soft tyre chain, because of course, no, they did one lap in Q3. But if they had two for Q3, they didn't use the second set, so they probably have a fresh set available. He can leak those mediums out to softs towards the end.
Yeah,
there'll be nothing Yorkie can do.
Providing the use their qualifying tyres in Q3. Unlucky Invader. I've just seen your comments in F5. Do you want to react in anger, mate? Calm down a little bit and then see how you feel. You were driving a good race. Unlucky.
Locker's just breezed by Kabuki, but he is on the fresh tyres.
Yeah, it's all gone a bit quiet. I've even lost my intervals.
Yeah, timing screen has just gone kaput.
Yeah, it's all gone a bit quiet. There's not many cars close on track, which is unusual around here. You don't see a lot of DRS trains, but I think during the second half of the race we'll probably see a lot more battling going on and strategies come into play.
Yeah. I was just going to say about Hippo's top. Wow.
Wow. 9 seconds.
Frontline speed on Tim. Whoa, sweeps on the inside. Nice.
Oh, Timmy nearly lost the lead there.
Hippo's in.
That was it, yeah, so was Matt the Mighty.
Wait, that's not long enough for Softs.
So was Daniel. Because I've lost the time.
It's not long enough for Softs.
I have no idea, but I'm going to keep an eye on Yorkie. He's coming through the final few corners now.
It's hard tyres, but they're going to be much fresher than Yorkies.
Yeah, where is Hippo? He's got the tyres on.
Just
Yorkie's down the
Yorkie
pit straight
jumped him.
now. Coming across the line, yeah.
Yorkie's got him.
Yorkie jumped in. And Hippo got out in front of Locker. Yep. But Locker is ahead of Matt the Mighty and Daniel P45. So Locker's not in a bad position here. If he is going to the end on them. We've got to imagine that Mr. Crunchy Bear's going to go softs. He'll take these towards the softs you thought.
Yeah. So Hippo's on 4 lap fresher tyres. He's got way more ERS than Yorkie, and the one thing about ERS around here, Shane, is once you've got it at a low point, like under 50%, it's very, very difficult to get it back.
It is,
so
yeah.
if you've been aggressive early on, you're kind of going to feel the pain towards the end.
He goes back in, I'm guessing, with the fastest lap just set. Days with the penalties. Only a few drivers now without penalties.
Yeah, Days and Tom are up to 9 seconds each, are the highest at the moment. Right, so those that have pitted as
Pro
pits, yeah. Ray Digger also. We've still got Kabuki and Crunchy Bear yet to pit, I think. Oh, and Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah, I think Pro's going to come out around Mr. Blue Sky, is he not? Have I worked that out right? Matt the Mighty's just making a move on Kabuki.
Ferrari almost close to follow, but not close enough.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Daniel as well, trying to follow him.
Going to be close into 2-1 maybe? No. Pro's got out just in front of Blue Sky, which is probably quite big for him, to be fair. Kabuki and Daniel P45 changing places. Hippo is losing time currently to Yorkie. I mean, it's only a couple of tenths, but still losing time. Tell you what, make this race interesting right now. Safety car.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, well, I think it's...
Oh, Tomo.
Hi, Tomo. So that's 12 seconds in 13 laps. That's a second a lap. The thing is for Hippo though, Shane, at the moment, he's winning this race.
Yeah,
the commentator's curse on him, but for the simple reason because he's got no penalty. He keeps it clean. I think he's got... I don't think Yorkie can pull away from him, that's the thing, with the pace that Hippo's got. All he needs to do is keep it clean, doesn't even have to overtake Yorkie.
No, Hippo's starting to bring that time down now as well to Yorkie. The same with Crunch. I think he could come into play in the last few laps, but I don't think he'll be able to get past Kabuki's in the pits. But yeah, I don't think that Crunch is going to have the pace to not only overtake Hippo, but also pull 3 seconds ahead with his penalty. Yeah, no, Crunch, the gap's already down to 9.7, or Locker with a penalty. That's got to hurt him as well.
Oh, yellow flag.
That's a 3, that is Days, I believe.
I think he's had a bit of a spin, but managed to get it together.
Don't see any damage. Yeah, got damage from lap 1, didn't he? Hit the back of Orphan. Sniper with the 3 second.
Keeping an eye on Daniel and MT the Mighty at the moment. So, Locker and Sniper is an interesting one, whether they need to pit again. I would assume yes, they will need to. Same as Crunchy, they'll probably go to the softs at the end.
Yeah, unless for a safety car. So he's on past Mr. Blue Sky, who's still going on his hard tyres, 13 laps. And then just behind Blue Sky is Gravedigger. He should be able to get an easy move on his tyres, 10 laps fresh.
Yeah, Hippo is 1.6 seconds behind Yorkie now, so he definitely has pace over him.
Yeah,
I think that's
Gravedigger's
just
got
the
much
fact he's
more
got
traction.
ERS.
Have some patience, Gravedigger.
Daniel coming up close to MT, still not close enough for turn 1. Had a bit of a
Gravedigger's going to have an easy move here on Blue Sky. He's already past him.
Beaver Joke also looking at MB Pro as well.
Yeah, again, have some patience then. Follow him through, get him on the DRS. Nice and easy.
We've got Tomo close by. I would like to see
Gravedigger
another.
and Days with penalties.
Oh, Fraser's having big trouble. He's up to 15 seconds now.
I'm expecting Senna to make a move here on Pro. I mean, Pro's doing. I'm not sure how I feel about that weaving from Pro, if I'm honest. Nice move from Senna, even with the dirty tactics, I'm going to say, from Pro.
He wasn't phased at all, Craig Senna, was he?
He wasn't what, sorry?
He wasn't phased at all.
No, yellow sector 1, that is Mr. Days again.
He's not having a good time at this track days. He's not having a good evening.
No. The leaders are coming up behind him as well, very shortly. Keeps making mistakes over the next few laps. Hippo's down for 1.60 Yorkie. I mean, it says we've got 21 viewers bundle, but they're very quiet, I can tell you that for free.
Yeah. Oh, Horizon wants us to hydrate. All my tea's gone. I'm sorry, I can't.
Timber with a penalty. He's having a rough time after he's been now down to 17th.
Yeah. Goku and Pro still going at it. I think Pro had a look into turn 1, but he barely has the ERS to have a decent go.
Just on board with Matt the Mighty. He's half a second behind Daniel P45. Oh, he's closing quick. He's going to stick his nose in. He is. Is he going to get a braking done there? Oh, that's it. Nice.
Nice.
Tomo with another penalty tray. He's collecting their like stamps, you know.
15 seconds.
Daniel P45's going to have a look back at Matt the Mighty.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going back. Nice move.
They're giving each other space to do what they want.
Yeah, he's got the RS in hand, which makes it a lot easier for him. I mean, Locker at the minute, he's set to 3 yellows. That's Days retiring. Unlucky, mate. Looks like you've had a bit of a tough outing today.
Yeah, he'll be back next week. According to Horizon, by the way, earlier, because we asked what the next track was. Next track is Austria.
Yeah, I hate to say, I thought it was Silverstone before Austria, but...
Which I'm rather upset about, because Austria is one of my favourites and I miss it.
Are you working, are you? Oh,
yeah.
Lockett. I'm just looking at Lockett and thinking he's not actually in a bad position to maybe get a podium here, but I think that 6 seconds gonna... He's got 6 seconds now. He's got Daniel and Matt the Mighty behind him. Neither of them have penalties. The only thing that could do him a favour, sign with another one. The only thing that could do him a favour is these two have been battling.
Well, again, I'm thinking Locker is pitting again. I'm not sure those mediums can last to the end.
Yeah, I think at this stage he's gonna have to try and make them. That is the difference between a potential podium and not. He's trying to make these tyres last. If he pits again, he's going to drop down the order, and I can't see him getting back into the position he's in now.
MB Pro and Craig Senna still side by side. This is a feisty little battle because neither want to give way.
Yeah,
the outside of turn 10.
Senna's got that move done all day there. Both of them are low on ERS as well. Moti Carrot with a penalty down in 18th. That is a man definitely wanting a safety car. Lockett is actually in the pit, so he is pitting again.
Yeah.
It's a bit early for the softs.
Softs.
I was thinking probably about 20 for a soft pit stop.
Fresh softs should be alright.
Mediums on. He's got mediums.
Oh, never mind then.
He's still going to be much quicker, but to get back into the position he was is a big ask.
Oh, Tolby, Jesus, that was a bit. Tolby was going by Tomo into turn 1, and as he went by, he just gave Tomo a little bit of a bump, basically.
Not willing to press Tomo much.
No.
Unfortunately, he
Tomo
can't.
down to 10th.
Yeah, he can't get the drive to try and have a run back at him. I think he's too far back here. Yeah, he's too far. He's thinking about who's going for it. No, he's...
Bend it.
Oh,
no.
Pros rounds. Could that have been an incident with Senna? Those two have been battling hard.
Yeah, might have been. I'd go off of them for a second.
Yeah, I was watching Tomo and Tolby.
Any damage with Pro? I don't think so.
We've got to presume that if Locke has been in and picked it again, we've got to presume the Orphan and Sniper are also going to be boxing again. I'd imagine we're probably going to see some activity this lap and next lap for soft tyres.
We're still looking at Crunchy Bear to pit on the softs.
Yeah, it looks like Crunch is probably going to come out ahead of Skull Sniper. Which is not too bad for him. I think probably the best you can really hope for from there, you'd imagine it'd be P4.
Yorkie has saved a little... Uh-oh. I've just noticed something with Yorkie. The fuel lights.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think he started underfueled. So, I don't know if he was banking on a safety car. Tomo with another penalty.
Stop it. He says to me about my corner cutting, but then when you're doing it, Mr. Tomo, what am I meant to say back?
He's up to 18 seconds.
Locker's got by... Oh! Tomo! Tomo's battling Tolby at the moment.
Yeah, the man
bouncing over the curves.
Tolby giving him a little nudge. He's probably not going to be feeling good about that. And Locker definitely doesn't want to be spending too long behind him when he gets there in this battle. You can imagine he's going to... Oh, Hippo with a penalty.
Oh.
I don't know if Hippo's been holding his ground, but he's now going to have to get his foot down. I mean, how is Yorkie looking? Because he picked up his penalty. Has Yorkie got 2 penalties? Have I missed that?
Oh,
he has,
I missed that as well. Yeah.
He got them quite close together, to be fair. He got a penalty, penalty plus 2 warnings on lap 7 and a penalty plus 2 warnings on lap 9, so I'm not too sure how many warnings he's going to be on at the moment.
There's 4 drivers that are penalty free at the moment. Daniel, MT, Egon and Blue Sky.
Lock with the fastest lap. He is going to be behind these guys and pick up some DRS in a minute. Oh, cut corner again. That's not what he needs to do.
Alright. You can see like the grip and the pace difference between the mediums and the hard tyres.
Yeah, I think... Oh, God, that's not where you want to be.
Too much grip.
I think he's struggling for DRS. Tomo is using his as well in defence, but he's going to run out. I don't think he's going to get him. Tim with another penalty. He's going to have to look to get him on traction out of this corner. He's too wide. He's not at the apex, so... Oh, Tomo with another
one. It's 21! Tomo.
Crunchy's
Don't
in.
Get disqualified.
Crunchy's in. I thought he would be lap 20.
Yeah,
I think we could also see Sniper in, Orphan in, this lap if they're going for the stops.
Oh. Hi, Tomo. Walk us through. Now, Tomo, don't get disqualified, because if you get disqualified, I'm not going to let you forget it. The amount of times you ripped into me about it, You're up to 21 seconds, mate. Calm it down.
Yeah, the sniper's in as well, so Crunchy's got to come out in P5. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of pace he's got now. He's currently 3.3 behind the Mighty Yellows in Oh, he's retired. He's retired. It's not been a year French Grand Prix to remember for Mr. Topmore, unfortunately.
Is that because he was nearly going to be disqualified, and he thought, no, I'm not going to let him have that?
It could have potentially been, yeah. Hopefully,
I remember the thing that Kama used to do.
Probably, yeah.
If he was nearing disqualification, he's like, "Oh, we'll retire anyway because I'm not letting you have it."
Hopefully, he's still had some good battles. He may still enjoy his race up to that point. I'm sure he'll jump into the chat in a moment.
Yeah.
So Crunch is, he was 3.3 seconds. He's already down to 2.4.
Himmer's retired as well.
Say that again, sorry.
Oh. Himmer.
Oh yeah, he's retiring in the pits, has he? I never noticed.
Yeah. He doesn't normally.
Just hit when he's on track. He's now 1.6 behind Yorkie, 1.5.
Can you check Hippo's warnings for me, please?
I can.
Because he's one warning away from a second pen. That would really hurt.
Penalty plus warning on lap 19, so he's probably got at least two warnings before his penalty. Crunch is flying. He's going to get DRS already this lap. I think he's 1.4 behind the Mighty, but coming through here, the traction's going to be massive. 1.2, 1.1, lock with him with penalty. That's not going to help him. Second.
No.
Yeah, he's going to get it. I don't think he'll get him down the straight here. He's too far back, but he may get him coming out of the chicane under traction if he can get close enough at us down here. I don't think he's not going to, is he?
The thing he's got to do is, because he's got a penalty and the other two do not, he's got to first of all overtake these guys and then gain 3 seconds on them.
Yeah, Locke has just got chosen Tolby. Next up,
he's got a podium.
Next up for Lockett is Joker.
Yeah, I think the final step on the podium is going to be one of these three, and you can already see Crunchy Bear's looking for this.
Yeah, there's still 5 laps to go. He's got the pace to catch Matt the Mighty. Catch Daniel P45 ahead after. He just needs to make sure he gets through this unscathed.
He can't get another penalty. If he gets another penalty, the podium's gone.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful. Here we go. Close enough for turn 1.
Oh no, don't send him there. He's wise there to pull out of that, but this is the thing sometimes, because for me, he was never getting Mighty down there. He burned a lot of ERS in an attempt to do so, and he's just lost time. He'd have better not burning his ERS and just sitting behind until coming up to here now, which should now be an easy pass for him.
Problem he's got now is that Daniel is another near 3 seconds up the road.
1.2 now, Hippo and Yorkie.
4 laps to go. I mean, I said it at the end of quali when Hippo got the pole. First win, question mark.
Definitely
4 laps on the end. It's between these two, unless
9/10
there's a unless there's a late safety car.
Yeah, Hippo wants to win this on track, so we are going to get it back.
Is Crunchy Bear going to catch Daniel enough and then gain 3 seconds for his podium?
Don't know if he is. He's not catching as much now as he was before. I think he's already seen the best of his tyres.
Jeez, Hippo all of a sudden is right up behind Yorkie.
Yeah, he wanted to on track. They're both similar ERS, so.
Remember, Hippo's 4 lap fresher tyres as well.
turn the RS on, so he's not looking for a move this lap.
No. Bide your time.
4.6 now, Crunchy
Is
to Daniel P45. He's broke the second mark to Mighty as well.
Use the DRS to get closer. Yorkie got a horrible exit out of the chicane. I think if I burnt the ERS now, I think he would have a go, but yeah, he realises he's quicker when he's going to make the move.
Egon with the quickest lap.
Egon nicks the point away from anybody in the top 10.
I mean, Egon's not got any penalties, I'm not sure what we're looking like. Yeah, I mean, he'd have to gain a lot of time.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
I think he's too far back.
Solely with a penalty.
Daniel, Crunchy and Mighty for the podium. Joker in 6th. Blocker just behind. There goes Hippo. On the outside, Yorkie. I don't know what Yorkie's trying to do. Whether he's defending position or not. I almost felt like he... Oh, big slide.
Yeah, Hippo's being very cautious. He wants it on track, but he knows he's got to win. He doesn't have to risk his car.
I almost thought Yorkie was letting him through. That defence he was doing. Weird.
I mean, to be fair, he's only got 4 seconds in the back to Daniel P45. These do a lot of battling over the next couple of laps. Hippo is saving his ERS at the moment, so I think he's got plans to kind of overtake him at some point and use his ERS to break the second. Crunchy's now within DRS of Daniel. He's not close enough for the move, but he's got the DRS. I don't think he's another one I don't think he's got to get. He should overtake, but I can't see him getting the 3 seconds.
He might be able to get 3 seconds over MT. Or 4th possibly.
Yeah.
So that lovely situation when...
Oh, Crunchy going for it here. He thought about it. He thought about it.
Jump! Jeez! Oh! Went for the lunge. Daniel gave him the room. Oh!
Yeah, Hippo's
contact.
back. I've seen him a few times now. Where he could have had a run at Yorkie, let off the accelerator.
Yeah, we got that constant yellow fuel light on board of Yorkie as well.
Yeah,
I remember the test race actually showed, because this was our pre-season test. A lot of people went out of fuel in that race because they predicted a safety car, did not get it.
Yeah,
that was flags. That Egon with a spin, I think it is.
Yeah, he's
Kabuki.
got a tough race out of Egon. Well, Crunchy's currently got 1.1 to Daniel. 3 seconds to Matt Mighty, so...
Needs to find 1.9 seconds to get a podium in a lap and a half.
It's potentially doable, but I think with that yellow fuel light, then he's going to struggle.
It's that lovely situation with Hippo at the moment, because logic would say, stay behind...
Oh, Yorkie's gone wide.
Oh, this is...
Now it's 2 and 3.
It's weird.
That's Sniper, maybe?
No, it's Carrot letting, I think it's Carrot letting people through. It's a weird situation, like... I feel like Yorkie's trying to get Hippo a penalty here, because he's taking some weird lines. He's forcing Hippo to do alternative lines, which he's not comfortable with doing.
Is Hippo going to try and make the move now?
See, the conservative safe people would say you don't need to overtake, but the racer in you just wants to win it on track.
Yeah, he's too far back, I think. He does have a huge DRS advantage, but again, he's not being, he's just got to follow. But he does need to be cautious of potentially running out of fuel. Crunchy's up to 2.2, but again, he's another potential possibility to run out of fuel.
Yeah. Oh, Hippo. He's got the run. Surely.
No,
Oh, come on.
He's being clever, to be fair to him.
Ah.
I personally would have definitely looked to make the move by now. But he's just sitting there, but he does need to be careful because Yorkie could run out of fuel at any moment and that could catch Hippo out with.
Oh.
Yorkie's definitely looks like he's deploying some strange tactics here.
Do you see what he's trying to do? He's
Is
got 2 more corners to go.
Is Yorkie already out of fuel? Yes.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yes.
Oh no. And what a fashion for Hippo to take his first RSF1 victory. Yorkie runs out of fuel to the line, and
Crunchy's
actually,
got to get a podium. He's lost.
yeah,
From running out of fuel, he's lost his seat on the podium. He's actually dropped down to P5.
Daniel in second. Mr. Crunchy Bear gets third.
That's you dropped down to P5 with that. That's huge.
Wow. Joker P7. Colby 8. Grey Digger 9th. It's not bad from the back of the grid. And then Skull Sniper loses out the point to MB Pro and Ferrari.
That was a good race. I enjoyed that. Right, who do we need? We need Hippo, don't we? Matt the Marty's one, isn't he? Matt the Marty, podium?
No, it's Crunchy. Crunchy Daniel and Hippo.
Crunchy Daniel and Hippo, right, okay. Crunchy.
How's she saying it's his Hippo's second win?
Daniel.
I can't remember when he won a race. And I was led to believe that his podium last week.
I'm sure last week was his first ever podium, so surely today would be his first ever win. Although I'm pretty certain Hush does standings, so he would know.
Actually, the best person to ask is Hippo himself.
Yes,
so.
it is.
Oh dear.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Do you want to give us a run through, Mr. Brundle?
And when it loads up, there we go. So your race victor, RSF1 Hippo in the house from pole to victory. Daniel P45 second from 6th on the grid. Crunchy Bear a 3rd place from 12th. That's not bad going at all. MT the Mighty 4th in the Red Bull. 5th is Yorkie. Ran out of fuel towards the line, and that's a costly mistake for him. Locker in P6. F1 FIFA Joker in 7th in the Williams. 8th is Tolby in the Aston Martin. 9th Grey Digger from the back of the grid. And MB Pro 10th place. And you've got Gold Sniper 11th. Blue Sky, Kabuki, Egon, Orphan, and Motor Carrot, the classified finishers. Timmer, Tomo, Days, and Invade did not finish.
Typical.
Mate, you're flexing just because you won 2 races. Pipe down.
You're still ahead on the championship. So.
Right,
That-
Brundle,
don't
see
you
how you
forget
want to do it, my friend.
I want to be by the baldy.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll go with that. Fair enough. Yeah, you third, Shane, and I'll do second first.
Yeah, so I'll start with our 3rd place finisher then, Mr. Crunchy Bear. He was looking like you were going to get P4 after you stop. Obviously, you made 2 good moves on Matt the Mighty and Daniel P45. And lucky for you at the end, Yorkie run out of fuel and it saw him drop to P5. But good race from you. You did well on your hard stint. And then you were lightning quick, to be fair, on your soft stint. How do you feel it went for you?
I actually ran out of fuel on that straight as well. I saw Yorkie slow down. I was like, he's running out of fuel. And then I looked down and I went, shit, I'm out of fuel. And yeah, I basically coasted to the line.
Yeah, he ran out of fuel coming out of the final corner, so he never got speed up.
I should have pushed him.
Yourself, you got speed up, didn't you?
How dare you? Yeah, I literally got on the final curve, saw him slow down, and then the engine came out.
But yeah, it was a good race from you. Some nice overtaking as well. Good battling. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good, man. I think me and MPV Pro basically kept swapping positions at the front of that DO train for about 10 laps. I wish I'd gone in one lap earlier on my hard stint. I reckon I probably could have got P2. Or if Dan done a penalty, then that would have been great too, but apparently not.
Yeah, he's done well. I think there was only... Who didn't get penalties? Dan, Matt the Mighty didn't get penalties. Mr. Blue Sky down in 12th didn't get a penalty, so... Egon as well didn't get penalties, so there was a few that didn't get penalties, but most did. I think Mr. Tommy will hate me for mentioning this, but Tommy picked up 21 seconds before he went into the pits and retired.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I don't think he was in the best of moods.
Wasn't
No,
talking, was it?
I can imagine. I can imagine. It's an easy track to put penalties on, to be fair to him, but yeah,
I was
you were
1 away from another 3 seconds, so I was panicking. I was trying to push like hell on those softs, but also not do anything dodgy. So that was fun and stressful.
Anything you want to add, Mr. Brundle?
No, I think you covered it very nicely.
Thank you.
Cheers, Baldy.
No problem, mate. Well done on P3.
Cheers, man.
Annoyingly, I'm stuck at the race director screen, but there you go. Right, so to second place, Daniel P45 in the Ferrari. A solid race and a solid result for yourself keeps you in the championship running for the time being. Had a great battle with MT the Mighty throughout the latter half of that race. Had some good battles in the midfield at the beginning of the race as well, but should have been a fun one by the looks of it, and came away with a podium, so you must be quite happy with that.
Yeah, I was worried to begin with because on the formation lap my steering wheel disconnected, so I had to re-put that in, and then going into turn 2 it disconnected again, and I had to do it all again, thinking if it goes again I'm going to have to retire, but luckily it carried on from that point. I don't know what was going on with it, but yeah, because of that I dropped down to, I think I made a good start, picked up a couple of paces, but then dropped down to about 8th, which I just thought, yeah, this isn't going to go well. But yeah, kept my head, and just had a good battle with Mighty. I tried to have a good battle with Crunch, but on the softs it was just too quick. And yeah, it was a surprise podium. I ran out of fuel along the pit straight somewhere, but not too far away from the line, so it was just like...
Am I the only one that didn't run out of fuel?
I was
fuel and I had
1.2
enough.
over. I was 1.2 over and I still didn't make it.
I underfueled and I
I
didn't.
put a lap.
Yeah, but you're a sweat.
Come on.
I think I put a lap extra, and yeah, I was the last lap. I was trying to fuel save, but keep within your 3-second pen. Just do.
Yeah, I was really hoping you'd mess up.
But yeah, no, it was a good fun race. It was good battles.
Yeah, I mean, you did well, to be fair, Danny. You seem to come from nowhere, to be honest. Didn't really notice much of you in the first sort of stint of the race, and then in the second stint you were up there, you had like Brundle said, you had a good battle with Matt the Mighty.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it was a good race. You managed to stay within 3 seconds of Crunch to get yourself P2, so well done, mate.
Thank you very much.
Well done. What's up, Crunch?
Never! You could not silence me, Baldy.
I always likes to think he's funny.
I'm hilarious. That's why people always laugh at me. I mean, with me.
No, you were right.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
That's the joke. Never mind.
Congrats on your podium, Daniel.
Thank you.
What's your thoughts on the next Grand Prix? Is it Austria or Silverstone?
Austria.
Because we're still debating.
Austria.
Right.
If it's Austria, then that's always tight because it's such a short track. So, but I think that will offer up a few good battles as well. So that'll be good. I quite like the track, so we'll see.
Good stuff. well, good luck next week and well done on your second place.
Thank you.
Shut up, Dave.
Right,
Oh, I
and
know.
heading to our race winner. Now, I need to confirm something before I make this a big deal. Hush seems to think you've won a race before. I don't think you have.
Baku.
He won at Baku.
Oh,
I've gone
I
1,
thought you
3,
won a back.
1.
I wasn't. Oh, okay, fair enough. So me saying that you got your first podium in Canada was completely wrong.
Yes.
Okay then. Right. We've established that now. So yeah. So after you winning your first race in Baku, then second win of the season, second win of your career. So it's like buses. They come
Yep.
wait ages for one, and then two come along close together. A great race from yourself. Controlled it very, very nicely after the pole position. But interesting towards the end though. So we need to go through what was in your mind here with what Yorkie was doing, because his lines. I kind of think he was trying to get you a penalty by you taking lines to kind of avoid him, basically, which is an interesting tactic. But
I think he was saving fuel and trying to let me through, but I was saving my tyres and just wanted a DRS. So
you didn't want to overtake him, did you?
I don't think anyone wanted to be in front, because he wanted
No.
to use me, I think, to keep pace and save fuel.
Ah, I see.
I wanted to keep pace and look after my tyres, so we ended up just slowing down. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, you had the gap anyway, so all was good. And did you expect to be at the front today? I mean, your race pace. I mean, when Yorkie pitted for his tyres, and I noticed the gap between you and MT. MT is quite quick in this division. You were pulling a couple of tenths per lap on him on the same kind of tyres, mediums before you pitted. So definitely looked quite handy. Have you done your practice before today? You're gonna say you haven't.
Well, actually, it's weird, because Baku I practiced the most, felt the less comfortable. Canada I did lots, I didn't feel quite comfortable. And here I did a little bit. I changed my setup during qualifying, and then went for it. So yeah, the changes worked well. I forgot to change the tyre pressure though, so I nearly had a puncture in both stints.
Wow. So normally changing a setup midway through qualifying is normally a big no-no. It's normally the thing I would say don't do, but it worked for you, so all good. You're in the championship fight, most definitely, after your good run results. Question is, next week, Austria, can you continue the momentum?
If there's rain involved, maybe. If it's dry, no.
Fair enough. Do a rain dance then before the race. Maybe it will work. But yeah, well done in the results, and yeah, good luck next week.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, Hippo. Well done on the win. Good race. Interesting stuff getting from you and Yorkie, but yeah, good race.
Quite fun.
Right, so I think we need to end the stream. Shane, thank you very much for your company.
And you, mate, and you.
Alright, and thank you very much for everyone watching. F5 will be back next week, this time for around Austria. I would show you the track, but I can't because I'm stuck here, but hey ho. But tomorrow is the F3 race around France. Make sure you watch that, 8 o'clock tomorrow. And then F4 will be finishing us off on the Thursday. Oh, now we get to move on. It's too late now.
That might have been me stuck on the screen, sorry.
No, it's
I
all
can't
good.
believe you finished that high. You just keep staring at it.
Yeah,
Hold
pretty
them
much.
hostage.
Pretty much.
Hold the screen hostage.
But thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Right.